learning target, same from yesterday, okay? So I'm going to read it, and then I'm going to call on someone to read it for me. Show me you are ready. Crisscross applesauce. Eyes up here, Tiana. I can gather important information from the text features to learn more about a topic. That's a lot of words in your learning target. Lanaya, can you read it one more time, and then we're going to break it apart and talk about what some of these words mean. Lanaya, go ahead, sweetie.
I can gather important information from the text features to learn more about a topic.
Good job. So lots of words. We need to break this down so that we understand what we're doing when we're learning and when we're doing our reading today. Okay? So when we're looking at this, my eyes go right to this word, gather. Okay? Now, if we don't know what gather means, then we're not going to know what we're doing when you go off with your books, right? So I can gather. Who can tell me what this word gather means? And I'm circling it because this is super important to understand. Anaya, what does it mean to gather? Getting or taking, right? Good job. So gather, when you're taking or getting information, okay? So I can gather important information. Ooh, information. When we talk about topics or main ideas, there's another word we use, and another word besides information, okay? When you're reading a nonfiction book and you're reading about a certain topic, what's that word called? That's the same as information, but something you're learning about that topic. Information means, like if you have your main idea, you want to talk about well, for the topic, we have our topic, and then what do we have? Our details, okay? So when we say I can gather, I can take or find important information, or I'm going to put details right here, okay? Because that's that important information that we want to know about the topic we're learning about, okay? What's another word in here that's really important to our learning target that we need to know what that means? So I can gather important information from text features to learn more about a topic. Deontay, what's another important word to you that we need to know what it means? Say it again. Text, you got it right. Text features, okay? If we don't know what text features are, how are we going to do our work, okay? This is super important, and we've learned about these before in a nonfiction book, okay? So in just a minute, we need to talk about this, and I want to see what your ideas are of what a text feature is in an informational book, okay? So, turn and talk to your partner. Share ideas of what a text feature is. Sayer, turn to Royale, please. Give an example of a text feature in a nonfiction book. So what do we see in nonfiction texts that make them so different from fiction? Well, tell your partner. Table. Sayer, do we know an example of a text feature? Look this way, please. When you look at nonfiction, look at this. What's this? We have the table of, yeah. What about these? Are these paintings or what? Are these, did someone draw these? No, what did they do? Photographs, right? So nonfiction is photographs, right? See all those real photographs? Okay. 20 seconds. Share your ideas. Turn back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Husni, give me one example of a nonfiction text feature. What could we learn, or what can we use in a nonfiction book that will help us find information?
The picture and the table of contents.
We have table of contents. We have the pictures. What do we call those pictures? They're not drawings.
Photograph.
Photographs. Under a photograph, so that we know what it is, what is that called? Deontay? What are these called under a photograph so we know what they are? Oh, there's bold prints. Those are important words, but captions, okay. What else, Marquez? Do you have another idea of what text features would be? In the table of contents, find the page number. And then there's this one that we're going to use today. Does anyone know what this text feature is? Leanna, what's the text feature? Well, it's showing the steps of a plant life cycle. Okay, does anyone remember what this feature is called, Rael?
Life cycle.
Nope, the feature. Starts with a D, diagram, okay? So, we got this. We know our text features. Now, last thing, topic. Zaire, this way. What is a topic? I want more friends. No, what is a topic? What do I mean when we say topic? Lanaya. The topic is what?
What the story's about.
What you're learning about, right? What are we learning and reading about?
Flowers.
Plants, life cycle, okay? So, when we look back at our learning targets, Zaire, I'm up here. You are going to gather, meaning you're going to look for information or details using the text features. That's what's so fun about nonfiction stories, is we don't have to use just what the author writes. We can get or gather our information just by the pictures. If I covered up these words right here on this page and I looked at this photograph, if I didn't know what the photograph was, I could look at the caption to know what it is, right? The one we just looked at with the life cycle, or the diagram, and I don't know what page that was on. Okay? If I didn't read what the author wrote, did I pass that? Oh my gosh. Oh, got it. If I don't need to, I want to read what the author is saying, but I can just look here too to get information. So it's important for you guys to understand that you can get information not only from the words, but from the text feature. And that's what we're going to focus on today as we learn about seeds and how they are spread, okay? And you're going to be detectives because your job is to gather information from the picture, the text features, and the text, what the author writes. Just two different things, okay? Do we understand?